everybody, my name is Timishan S and welcome to A Simple Life with Dooney. This is our second episode and I hope you really get to enjoy. So today I'm talking about how to actually save on your groceries. I'm making this video because I have to come up with ways to save on groceries because of the need to save in my life. First of all, when my husband and I got married initially, we got married without a wedding and we had to make a wedding, so we had to now save a lot of money to get married, and we had to cut on a lot of groceries. After that wedding, okay, we enjoyed life, and then boom, we're having a baby. A baby also comes with a lot of expenses. We have to now continue saving, making sure that every cent that we can save, we save it so that we ensure a better life for us and for our baby. So I came up with this hacks. I'm just going to mention 10 of them. 10, but it's actually more than that. So the first hack that you must do, or the first tip, let's call them tips. The first tip for saving up on groceries, the first step is to make sure that you create an eating timetable. Okay, I don't really create a lunch and a breakfast one, but I create a dinner one. So I know that, okay, each day I'm gonna cook this and with this and that and that. So I've got a 5-day plan. Sometimes I make it a month-long plan, depending on whether I'm gonna buy groceries for the whole month or for the week. So I make a plan and then I know, okay, today's starch is this, veg is this, meat is this. You create a budget for groceries. If your budget for groceries is 500, make sure that you add an extra 200 or more. If your budget is 500, make sure maybe you add an extra 100 rands so that it's 600, because when you go to the shop, you are obviously gonna overspend, because literally you planned to buy things for this much and then it happens that they're actually another amount. So that's the first thing. And if your budget is 1,000, that maybe save put an extra 200 so that you know you've opened up that space for overspending on groceries. I'm saying this because I'm being practical. It's easy and it's a very common to overspend on groceries. And then number 3, before you go to the shop to buy groceries, Google specials. So what I do is that on payday or just before payday, usually specials come out around the 20th of each month. So on the 20th, I Google, I check Checkers, I check Pick and Pay, I check Woolies, and I check ShopRite. And then I see, okay, milk is cheaper at Woolworths than it is for Pick and Pay. Tissue is cheaper, way. And then based on that, I know which shop I'm going to when I go shopping. So this is the third tip. Okay, this is under this. Okay, this is the fourth tip now. Know where to go when you're going to buy and stick to that. So after you've googled your specials, you now know, okay, tissue is cheap at Clicks. Okay, now you go to Clicks and you get your tissues. You know that milk is cheap at Woolies, and then you go to Woolies, you get your milk. That way, trust me, just from those 2 trips, I know that I've saved 50 rands, because normally a pack of 18 tissues is 100 rands, and then a box of milk is 80 rands. So if it's cheaper, it's 60, the box of milk is 60 rand at Woolies, and I'm buying tissue for 70 rands, I've already saved a lot of money. So my advice would be that if you are exposed to places where a mall that's got all the shops, it's got both Pick and Pay, Checkers and Woolies, go there. Don't go to a Woolies and then waste petrol now going to Checkers and whatever. Try to buy groceries in one mall. 5 is go shopping with a full stomach. Don't go to the grocery shop with a hungry stomach. You're gonna buy the whole shop. So eat something, even if it's in the morning and you're doing your early morning shopping. Eat something before you go there. when you get there, first of all, you've got energy. Secondly, you're using your sane mind, not your hungry stomach. Okay, we're on number 5. Okay, now we're going to number 6. Number 6, you must collect your loyalty cards. So Woolies has, I think, Woolies points. Clicks has the Clicks card. Pick and Pay has, what do they call it? Smart Shopper, and Discount has its own. So all those places have their things. So when you go shopping, always use those cards because you're going to shop in different shops, right? So next time you know that, okay, I've got points, and next time, who knows, you might just buy tissues for free using your points. And don't use your points whenever the teller tells you, okay, you've got like points of 10 rands. Rather let them accumulate to something like 100 rands and then shop there. And then also on using loyalty points, I'm gonna mention that you can even choose to use your credit card. So I don't advise using credit card for groceries. What you do is that you get your salary, you put your money that you got from your salary into your credit card. Maybe your groceries are like 1.5. You put that 1.5 into your credit card, and then you go to Checkers using your credit card. In that way, most banks do this, is that you get EU count rewards. I think that's Standard Bank, and with FNB you get e-bucks. That way you're gonna save a lot of money. Like from my e-bucks, I know that when the month gets rough, like around 23, I've got like 100 rands to buy bread and other things like that. So it really goes a long way. And then with your loyalty points, with Smart Shopper, you know that you're piling up points. One day when it's rough, or maybe when you just want to supplement your groceries money, you know that you're gonna use your points. Use your points. That was number 7. I've already touched that. And then number 8, buy in bulk. So the trick in South Africa, because I know that people overseas have got like they can use coupons and whatever. We don't really have that. I tried googling them. We don't really have a system that I can say use coupons. So what I say is that buy things in bulk. So Clicks usually has a buy 3 for 2 special. Take that. You know that, okay, if I bought washing powder 3 for 2, I'm only gonna pay for 2, and maybe it's gonna last. Okay, in my house, 2 kg lasts us like a whole month. So I know that I've bought 3 months worth of washing powder and body lotion, roll-on, Colgate, and such other things. You know that, okay, next month I'm gonna save. So look for such specials and buy things like that. You're gonna save, because every month when you're going to go shopping, obviously you're gonna check your cupboard before you go to the shop, and you know that, okay, this month I don't need washing powder, and then yeah, you're good to go. You're saving like how much? 50 rands. And then Woolworths has that vegetable special where you get like a pack of vegetables for like 125. I know P&P has it for 100 rands. I prefer Woolworths because their stuff is organic. So you buy those instead of going to buy veggies every week. You know that you bought in bulk. And then talking about buying in bulk, I know that at Food Lovers Market, they really have specials where you can buy like 3 broccolis for like 30 rands, whereas if you go to Checkers, it's like 20 something rand just for 1 broccoli. What I prefer to do is that I buy the 3 broccolis or green beans, whatever it is. I come home, I blanch them, and then I freeze them. So what is to blanch? To blanch is literally you just boil them a bit, and then you don't cook them. They just boil. You put them in your freezer packets or in a stuffed mini. Make sure that it's airtight, and then you freeze it, and then you know that you've got veggies in the fridge, and that's actually better, way better than buying frozen vegetables. I did not really do thorough research when coming to frozen vegetables. I personally just don't like them. I only buy peas because I think they're just cute, but other than that, no, I don't buy frozen vegetables. Okay, that was number 9. So you buy and you freeze, or you buy and you store. Obviously you won't buy things like yogurt in bulk, unless if you're gonna freeze it, because the fridge does preserve things for you, things that you're able to freeze them. And Google, do research, find out what you can freeze and what you can't freeze, things that you can store for long and what you can't store for long. And that really helps you to know what to buy in bulk. And trust me, it's possible to buy all your veggies at the beginning of the month, especially things like onions. They've got like a longer shelf life. And number 10, I'm gonna say use cheap alternatives, use generic products. I find that Kellogg's and Pick and Pay cornflakes are the same. I know I sound crazy, but they are. Milk and Clover is the same. It literally just tastes the same. So try generic products, give them a chance. You might just be surprised. And obviously there are those brands that you really just can't compromise on. You know them yourselves. I would say for those ones, go ahead and buy your usual, but rather come to the generic side of life, and it's nice, it's beautiful. You really just enjoy the same taste and you save a lot of money. And then also, just instead of like buying expensive things, go for cheaper alternatives. Like instead of using olive oil, you can use canola or sunflower oil, mixed seed oil, or whatever oil that you find that's cheaper. Instead of buying honey, you can use syrup. I mean, you get value for money. Syrup is like half the price of honey. And then instead of using butter, you can use like margarine. And guys, honestly, butter is nice, but it's very expensive. So instead of using like expensive cheese, you can buy like generic cheese. And okay, when coming to cheese, I must say that it's hard for me to compromise, because the generic one tends to be very salty or very sweet. I prefer the branded one. I've got like a loyal brand, but if you can compromise that, do that, and you'll enjoy your food. So those are my tips for saving up on groceries. Don't forget to always check your cupboards before shopping for groceries. You don't want to come up now with things that are gonna run stale in your groceries. And also, on the tip of creating a timetable for your groceries, just make sure that you incorporate whatever's been in your cupboard for long, so that you don't have to throw it away. So that's it from me. I really hope this was informative and educational. I hope to see you next time around. Remember to actually subscribe to my channel and subscribe to my other channel, Footsteps, which is all about your core. Just to talk about Footsteps, it really just helps it helps you to be a person who is confident, who is motivated, and who's inspired in life. And you can't really do anything, no matter what your achievements are, you can't really be satisfied with life if inside you are not who you want to be or who you're supposed to be. So that's what I'm talking about on that channel. So with that said, bye bye and